From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your afternoon weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good afternoon, everybody. Sure hope you're having a great day. What a beautiful day it is. But from here on out, we're talking about the chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and a couple of those could become strong or severe. So we're going to keep you posted on that. Beautiful sunshine here at Iguani's Farm Golf Course. Been out here for the Blunt Memorial Foundation, a fundraiser and a big golf classic that's going on here today. So that's why we're broadcasting down in Blount County, and just a perfect day for golf. But if you are going to be hitting the golf courses throughout the afternoon, keep in mind we could see a few afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms. And again, some of those could become strong or severe. So we'll keep you posted on that, how that all plays out throughout the day today, and make sure you check in with the East Tennessee weather app. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Here's this big ridge of high pressure that's dominating the weather pattern. That's what's been bringing us the heat. But as we progress through time, notice those little yellows and oranges and whites just to the north of that ridge of high pressure. That's what's going to spark off some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So the Storm Prediction Center has actually put that location under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe, and that does include us here in East Tennessee. It's going to be very isolated in nature. I don't think everyone's going to get the rainfall today, but we could see some strong winds, gusty winds up to about 60 miles per hour or so. Could see hail up to a third of an inch in diameter. Not a concern for flooding or flash flooding and or tornadoes. So we're not looking at that whatsoever. So hot for the rest of the afternoon, chance for risk for strong or severe storms today and tomorrow, and then an elevated or unsettled weather pattern to round out the week, plus tropical moisture that might be heading our way by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the forecast for the rest of the day today, we've had plenty of sunshine, had a little bit of dense fog early this morning, and now you'll start to see those showers and thunderstorms start to fire up as we get into the afternoon and early evening hours. And don't forget, you can always track it with the East Tennessee weather app. The interactive radar gives you current, past, and future radar, really helping you to plan your afternoon, especially if you're going to be out and about or maybe playing some golf. It's a toasty one. High temperatures are well above average. We're going to be trending nearly 10 degrees above average today. Dew points are on the higher side, so therefore we're talking about a heat index value in the low, mid, and maybe in a few pockets of upper 90s. That also elevates the heat stress just a little bit here today, which is kind of unusual. You don't want to talk about that when we're talking about fall weather, and yes, we're officially in fall, so it's definitely feeling more like summer weather, and that's going to be the trend into the evening. By, say, 7, 8 o'clock tonight, we'll drop down into the upper 70s. As I mentioned, we're under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms again tomorrow, damaging wind and possibly hail up to 1 inch in diameter. But again, flooding and flash flooding is not going to be a major concern on Tuesday, and tornadoes are not likely as well. Here's how your Tuesday forecast plays out. We're going to continue to see those clouds build up, so we'll have some morning dense fog hanging out with us, and then clouds will build up. Now we're going to get more of a southwesterly flow taking shape, and that's going to pump the showers and thunderstorms moving their way from southwest to northeast on our Tuesday. So something to keep in mind. Again, we are starting to see a little bit more of an uptick in those rain chances, which is really going to be great news because we desperately need the rain. And that trend's going to continue as this tropical moisture starts to swing on through. So dew points will stay on the elevated side. We don't necessarily see a big drop in those dew points behind a cold front that swings on through this week, but that's due to the fact that we have tropical moisture moving on in. And that tropical moisture is going to feed into the area. So the National Hurricane Center has basically a 90% chance over the next 7 days that this will become our next named storm. You can see how that storm system is going to be swinging its way into the Gulf of Mexico, into the Gulf Coast states, and eventually may make its way up into the Tennessee Valley, or at least the southeastern U.S. and the Appalachian region. So the storm hasn't officially been formed yet, and so there's still a lot of unknowns on how this is all going to play out. But it does look like we'll see that uptick in rain chances. So it's been a long time since we've had a chance for rain each and every day on the next 7 days. And when you look at your 7-day rainfall outlook, I mean, we're talking about a lot of rain. So by the end of the week and the weekend, depending on this tropical system, we may have a concern for some flooding and flash flooding. And as the National Weather Service said this morning, too much too soon is not a good thing. The sunshine is really bright behind me. It's so nice, and it's really starting to warm up. All right, here's that temperature trend. We do start to trend a little bit more seasonable for the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend. No major shots of cold air heading our way, and unfortunately, if you're not a big fan of the hotter weather, well, it may stick with us for the first week or so of October. As I mentioned, download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. It's 100% free, and it's everything you need to know for weather here locally, but also travels wherever you may go across the country if you travel for your job. Again, we're broadcasting from the Iguani's Farms Golf Course here in Blount County for the Blunt Memorial Foundation fundraiser. This is the golf classic they do every single year. Sunshine, hot weather, and a beautiful day to be on the golf course. Watch out for those showers and thunderstorms. Track it throughout the afternoon. And your next weather update's coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll be back in the studio for this evening. See you soon.